we're gonna jump into this lesson, and today we are learning all about the 5 food groups. And at the end of the lesson, we are gonna have a snack. Who can read the board and tell me what our snack is today? What is it? You guys all said it, pizza bites, right? It's gonna be so yummy, y'all. So here's what we're gonna do first. I need y'all's help, and we are gonna brainstorm the 5 food groups. Now, before we do that, why do you think we put foods into groups? Why does that matter? Yeah?
So we can put the food on the pizza.
Okay, so if we're making something like a pizza, we can make sure that we have something from each group on our food, right? Absolutely. What else? So the foods don't get mixed up, so we can keep them organized. That's really close. So one of the reasons we put foods into groups, y'all, is because we know when we put them into groups how they're healthy for our bodies in different ways. And then if we look at our plate, like imagine that this is a really big plate. If we look at that, we know that we have one of each of the food groups on our plate, and then we know that our body is gonna be healthy in all of these different ways. So in the lesson today, we're gonna figure out which foods belong to which groups, and we're gonna figure out which groups are healthy for our body in different ways. So who can raise their hand and tell me one of the 5 food groups? I saw you first, my friend. Dairy, awesome, awesome. So we're gonna put dairy out here in this group. Who can give me an example of a food in the dairy group? Yes.
Cheese.
Cheese, excellent. One more example?
Yogurt.
Yogurt, great job. So anything that comes from milk is a dairy food, okay? What's another food group? Yes.
The meat.
Meat, okay, so meat is a type of a protein food group, okay? Can anyone give me an example of a food in the protein food group? Yes, my friend right here. What was it? Steak, absolutely. What's another one? Yes?
Beef.
Beef, totally. Can anyone think of one more? Okay, you can do another food group. Do you have an example from the protein group? Hot dogs, awesome job. Okay, what is another food group, my friend? Vegetables, excellent job. Okay, who can give me an example from the vegetables food group? Yes? Spinach, perfect. What's another one? Carrots, yes. One more?
Tomatoes.
Awesome job. Okay, who can give me another food group? My friend in the black. Lettuce is another example. What's another food group? We have 2 left. 2 left, yes? Fruits, perfect. Okay, I know that we all know lots of fruits, so here's what we're gonna do. Everybody put hands down. On the count of 3, I want you guys to say your favorite fruit from the fruit food group. We're gonna say them all at the same time. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Good job, yes. Apples, grapes, strawberries, bananas. I heard a lot of examples. What is our last food group? Yes? Do you know it? It is grain, great job. Okay, who can raise their hand and tell me an example from the grain food group? All the way in the back? Bread is a great example. What's another one? Okay, like bread with seeds, yeah. What else?
Cereal.
Cereal, perfect. So you guys did a great job of naming all the food groups. So next what we're gonna do is make sure we understand what food goes in each group. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hand out some pictures to y'all of foods, and they all belong in one of these groups. I'm gonna give you about a minute to think about which group your food belongs to. And then you're gonna come up and I'll hand you a piece of tape and you're gonna stick it on the board in the correct area of the healthy plate, okay? Have you guys seen this healthy plate before?
Yes.
Yes? So you know how it works, right? This is like if you had this plate in the cafeteria, half of it would be full of fruits and vegetables, right? And then we have our dairy, protein, and grains in the other smaller sections of the plate. So I'm gonna give you guys these pictures. You're gonna brainstorm for about a minute, and then you're gonna come up when I tell you to. We'll get a piece of tape, and you guys will put those on the healthy plate where they belong. So we're gonna hand them out. Okay, and if you don't know what it is, we can tell you what they are. So everybody look at your food. Think about what part of the healthy plate it belongs to. Okay, and then I'm gonna dismiss you row by row to come get a piece of tape and stick it on the board, all right? So I want you guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You guys come on up. We're gonna stick your foods on the board. So put that tape on your pictures. There you go. There you go. And here's one for your steak. Okay. Good job. Stick them up there. Perfect. Good job. Okay, now take your seats, friends. Okay, you 4 guys, come on up. Ready? Here's your tape. Here's your tape. Okay, stick them up. Good job, guys. Great job. Perfect. Excellent. Okay, take your seats. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We are gonna go through these foods and see how you guys did. I think you did really good. So let's start with dairy. Is butter dairy? Yes, it's made out of milk. Is cheese dairy? Yes. Is milk dairy? Yes. Is yogurt dairy? Right under there. Yes. Is ice cream dairy? Yes, that's awesome. Does anyone know how dairy is healthy for our bodies? What does it do for our bodies? It is a fat, but dairy actually can have healthy fats, and parts of dairy like calcium help our bones and our teeth, okay? That's how dairy is good for our bodies. So the next thing we're gonna do, now that you guys are experts on the food groups, is we're gonna play a little game to help us remember which of the foods help our bodies in which way. This game is kind of like Simon Says. Do you guys know Simon Says?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. When I say the name of a food group, you guys are gonna do the action that's gonna remind us how the group helps our body. For example, if I say dairy, dairy helps our bones. So I would jump up and down, okay? When I say dairy, that's what you guys are gonna do. How does protein help our bodies? Our muscles. So when I say protein, you guys are gonna give me your big muscles, okay? How do fruits and veggies help our bodies? How do they help? What did I say I like to do when I think about fruits and veggies? I rub my tummy, right? Because they help our digestion. So when I say fruits or veggies, you guys are gonna rub your tummies, okay? And then what about grains? What do grains do? Yeah, they give us energy to run fast. Okay, so everybody stand up and stay at your spots. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a practice round. If you guys go too slow, or if you do the wrong action, I'm gonna have you take your seat, okay? If you take your seat, then you can watch and make sure that everybody else is playing the game by the rules, okay? All right, we're gonna do a practice round first. Grains. That's right. Okay, what about protein? Yeah, good job. What about dairy? What does dairy do? Helps our bones. You guys got it. Okay, what about fruit and veggies? Okay, you guys ready to play? All right, let's start with protein. Oh, if you started to run in place, take your seats. I saw you, I saw you. Protein was like this. What about grains? Yes. Okay, fruit and veggies. Fruit and veggies. Oh, take your seat. I saw that, my friend. Okay, what about protein? Perfect. Okay, we're so close, you guys. This is hard. You guys are awesome at this. In fact, here's what we're going to do. We're going to make it harder. I'm going to say an example of the food from the group. Okay, so if I say milk, that would be dairy, and then you guys are going to jump up and down, right? Okay, so milk. Eggs. Eggs, eggs. Oh, take your seat. I saw that jump. Okay, what about tomatoes? Take your seat, my friend.
I know what tomatoes are.
If you were too slow, you gotta sit down. Tomatoes are fruits and vegetables. Okay, what about bread? Bread. If you did muscles, sit down, sit down, sit down. Bread is grain, so we run.